Hi, Zhane. I was really sorry to hear about your accident this morning. I hope you truly are feeling better, like your mom was saying, that you're not too sore, but I did want to go ahead and send you a video for this week so you have some things to work on. I know that you have a really great handle on your region music already, so I'm not going to pretend to suggest anything for you this week other than to keep going with the sections that we've been working on. It's 1A, 2B, and 3C, so make sure you've got those up to tempo if needed, and you've got lots of great vibrato and dynamics, and we'll check on those next week. So what I wanted to do is focus a little more on your Arbenz work, since we've been moving a little bit slowly in there with the region stuff, but you're doing great with that, so I think we can add a little bit more. So you'll have to forgive me that I don't have the actual page numbers for you, because my Arbenz book is an earlier copy that was really tiny, so my page numbers are a little different. I'm going to try and at least give you the category, play some of it for you, and you'll be able to figure it out. So I know you've been in the key of C already, and moving from the scale options into a little bit of the jumping around ones a little bit more. So this week you should have been doing something a little bit like, let's see, okay, so make sure that you're good on those. And then I want you to jump ahead. For now, we might catch up to some other ones later based on what we've already had marked. But if you look at number 13, 14, and 15 in the key of C, you should have ones that not only jump up, but they're jumping up an octave plus a third. So number 13 goes C, E, D, C, B, A, G. Okay, it goes up and down like that, and it continually jumps up an octave and a third. Okay, so it's going to sound a little bit like this. Okay, so you're going to have that all the way through. You don't have to take the repeat, just finish it out at the end. And then number 14 is the reverse. It's going to start on the E, and then it's going to drop down to the C. Okay, it's going to do that, and then it'll reverse halfway through and come back down. And then number 15 is a scale up and down, but it goes an octave and a half on the scale. Okay, so you can kind of see how that one works. All right, so 13, 14, and 15 in the key of C will get you through that. If we missed any, we'll go back and catch them next week, and that'll be the end of that. So in order to do your arpeggios, let me jump over there. So you've already done your major arpeggios in triplet and in sixteenths. You're working on the biggie that does all the different rhythms. So this week, let's go ahead and add some minors. So what you'll see is on the page opposite of your majors, you'll find the corresponding minor scales. So on C, you were doing the top line for C major. This is the triplets. Okay, you can go back and practice that if you want, and then look across the page. So I think that's page 170 for you. So that would mean that 171 should be the minor, and the key for C minor is 3 flats: B flat, E flat, and A flat. It'll be a little bit of a different pattern, but it'll still be in triplets. So you're going to play this. Okay, that's the minor in triplet. And if you can go on to the next set where it's 16th notes and do the C minor 16th note version. So again, 3 flats, just look across the page. This is the one that throws the articulations a little bit halfway through, so watch out for that. Here's where it switches. Oh, sorry. Forgot that I was in minor and left my E flat out. All right, so you'll add those two on there. So minor 16ths and minors in triplet. And that'll kind of cover all the different arpeggios that we want. So I'm going to add one more thing onto Arbenz for now. And I really do not know what page this is, but it's a section called Preparatory Exercises for the Turn. So prep exercises for the turn. You can find that in your book if you look around for it. I'm going to look around for mine. So I have it on page 91, which means it's probably in the 100, 110, something like that for you. And again, you're only going to do the first line. We're focusing everything in our key of C for right now. So it's just the first line of this. Actually, with yours, it may be split into two lines, but just do whatever's in key of C and then stop. It'll sound like this. That a little on the quick side when you're learning it. I want you to slow it down to make sure that all the bottom notes are coming out. Those are the melody notes, not the ba-da-da, ba-da-da. That's not the melody. Okay, all those moving lower notes, those are the melody, and let's make sure we bring those out, especially the low G that pops out in like the third or fourth bar. So work on that. In the key of C, if you feel like you get it really well, then go ahead and speed it up. But start slow at first to make sure that you're getting the right pitch on all of that, okay? I really hope you feel better. Take it easy. I told your mom already, go to the chiropractor, use ice and heat and all of that kind of thing, because usually a couple days later is when you start to feel the worst of it, unfortunately. So take care of yourself, don't strain, get some rest when you can. And I will see you next week. Remember, next week is when your Wednesday night practices start for marching band. So that means your lesson will start at 6:30 and go until 7. And you are allowed to leave your marching band practice at 6:15 to come to your lesson. Mr. Smith has approved that until UIL contest is over. So I will see you next week. Bye.